I love how the cover of the synchronized swimming book shows the girls with their hands in an unsynchronized position. That is not gold medal material, Jessi.
Argo Font Book Review, Argo Font Book Review.
This book was written by Peter Larangis. The middle school is having a big sports festival for all the students. Everyone is looking forward to it, except Marianne and Mallory and probably some other girl whose name starts with M. Kristy's gonna race against Alan Gray because he bet that he's faster than her and she's far too immature to ignore that challenge. They start a co-ed swimming unit in PE class. Mallory is angry because she hates boys and gym. Mallory doesn't want the boys to see her ugly tutu swimsuit, so she tries to hide behind Jessi, but that only makes her look more ridiculous. Personally, I don't know why Mallory doesn't wear her California Beach Babe outfit. Because of her ballet lessons, Jessi is a graceful swimmer. She is so graceful that the synchronized swimming coach immediately recruits Jessi for the school team. Jessi agrees, and she gets partnered with the strong but ungraceful Elise Coots. They quickly become good friends. Becca watches the trials for the Summer Olympics, and Jessi gets an idea. They should have a sports day for all the kids. What is it with these books and unnecessary neighborhood events? We've had the pet show, the talent show, the carnival, the other carnival, the baby parade, Valentine's Day, and several others. Why can't these girls do something without involving every kid in the entire neighborhood? I'm sure the parents don't appreciate being forced into running these things every other week. Elise and Jessi make up their own swim routine for the sports festival. They have a hard time learning the choreography. They spend several chapters and weeks practicing the various moves and feeling bad about their chances. Nobody mentions the obvious solution to the problem, which is change to a simpler routine. Surprisingly, Jessi's parents are okay with letting her spend 20 hours on swim practice, when in the last book, they said she was far too busy to do a 1 hour a week class. Continuity! All of the kids in the neighborhood prepare for the mini Olympics. Kristy's family is excited, but Andrew feels left out because he can't do any sports. That's not true. Andrew is on Kristy's baseball team. Continuity! Charlotte feels bad when Stacy pressures her into joining the games, and Mallory twists her ankle on a tree stump. Mal pretends to be upset about this, like, "Oh no, now I can't be in the sports festival. What a tragedy." No one is convinced by her acting. Kristy and Ellen make a bet. Whoever loses the race has to be the winner's slave for a week. The school administrators totally want in on this action, so they make a private obstacle course just for them. Because who cares if this is a school-wide event? These two kids are clearly more important than everyone else. Elise and Jessi practice some more, and Jessi notes that they're still basically strangers.
This is so weird, I said. We've been practicing together for how long? A month and a half? We don't even really know each other. Elise laughed. I know, I was thinking the same thing. We have to do something together after this is over. Yeah.
Oh, Jessi, don't you know the Babysitters Club members aren't allowed to have outside friends? Marianne decides to work the food stand at the sports festival, so she can still participate without doing sports. Mallory feels dumb at this point, and she confesses that she hurt herself on purpose to get out of the sports festival. Again, nobody mentions the obvious solution, which is if you don't want to do sports, don't sign up for the sports festival. Duh. Kristy and Alan have their race, and I thought it was hilarious. Alan falls on his butt during the long jump, which makes Kristy land on top of him, and they roll on the ground just punching each other and trying to get away from each other. I hope that Kristy's boyfriend wasn't watching this. As you would expect, Kristy wins the race, and Alan has to be her slave. Kristy's race is 3 full pages, while Jessi's swim routine is 4 paragraphs. Way to shortchange the main storyline, book. As you can tell from the title, Jessi and Elise win gold medals for their routine. But since the girls aren't allowed to have outside friends, they both decide to quit synchronized swimming forever. Everyone has fun at the mini Olympics, and all the kids get trophies. Kristy forces Alan to do most of the work, but the parents still have to do a lot of work too. She orders him to clean up after everything is done. Alan gets mad at her, and he spills iced tea all over his pants. The end. Post-book follow-up. This book is a lot like the previous one. We have the girl succeeding at a new sport, even though she dislikes it, the kids putting on a big neighborhood event, and Mallory embarrassing herself. I wish these books weren't back-to-back, because it makes me look down on this one as generic and kind of repetitive. Jessi struggles with something that she's bad at is an interesting premise, but the title gives away the ending to the book. We know that, oh yeah, Jessi's as good at swimming as she is at everything else. So it's another Jessi is perfect book. I like the multiple storylines. Kristy's competition with Alan was fun, and Mallory trying to avoid sports was interesting, to the point where it probably could have been expanded into its own book. In fact, I'm told that is the plot of Mallory's next book, so yeah, good job. The subplots are the highlight of this book. Overall, I'd say it's an average book. The subplots are good, but the main plot is weak, with a forgettable character we won't see again. All of the stories are sports related, and if the subplots weren't the best part, I would suggest switching one out for a non-sports story, just for the sake of variety. I give Babysitters Club number 55, Jessi's Gold Medal, a 5 out of 10, the average score.